Hi, I'm Ross.
I'm Tom.
And we're from Rainy Day Women.
And this is a review.
It's going to be in the bloopers.
I'll keep that one in.
Yeah.
Okay. That's great.
Welcome to Sydney.
Thank you.
Is it your first time here as a band?
No.
Third, hey? No, fourth because we came here twice here, once for recording, once playing shows already.
Fair enough.
So yeah, this will be the fourth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, welcome back.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
You've got, speaking of the number 4, I think you've got 4 shows while you're here.
Yep, we've got
We
a couple
do,
of
we've
shows.
confirmed that.
Yeah.
Yep, we've got 4.
So we've got one tonight actually, which we're pretty pumped for. It's just kind of down the road, which is nice and convenient, and it's gonna be great. I think it should be a good one. It's free entry as well, so should be a few people down there.
That should be good fun. And you kind of kicked off this run of shows in BIGSOUND. Tell us a little bit about how that experience was for you.
Yeah.
It was just a really crazy 4 or 5 days, however long it was. We did 4 shows, 3 shows in Brisbane.
Yeah.
For BIGSOUND, and that was just pretty full
Kind
on.
of like Dylan was saying earlier, it's kind of like a musician's kind of Disneyland or like experience. There's just so many venues, so much going on, like generally a lot of mates and just real good times pretty much. I mean, like we played some good shows and like just kind of got to run amok and listen to great bands all the time. It was great, yeah.
Who else did you get to see? Were there any particular highlights?
We're a little bit of a Love Junkies kind of groupies.
Yeah, we saw Love Junkies twice in the night. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Fellow Perth band?
Yeah. They're alright
killed it,
blokes.
yeah.
They're okay.
They did a good job.
Yeah.
They did a DJ session with us, which was pretty sweet.
True, yeah. Who else did we see? Oh, I'm a bit of a fanboy for Jeremy Neal, so I went and caught Jeremy Neal.
Oh, yeah.
That was really good.
He also DJ'd later that night as well.
Oh, yeah. That coincidence. Yeah, no, that was great. Had a great time.
They had a saxophone girl. She was really
Wasn't
good.
it clarinet?
Saxophone, no,
Oh.
she definitely.
I was just having
She
too
ripped
much
it
of a
up.
good time.
Well, we're in Sydney now. We've got 4 shows lined up, and that's going to continue on until the end of the month around the country. You've got a new single to promote, so do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Sure.
Yeah. And at time.
Yeah.
We recorded it back in June this year and mixed it not too long after that, and it's been released on Triple J for a little while now. It's getting a fair bit of love from them, so it's really good.
That must feel pretty good.
Yeah,
It's really good having
great.
support.
It's timed really well with the tour, so it's all quite good.
Yeah, we got to. I remember we recorded that down south in this like really lovely house, and we went down there to check the house out before we went down to do proper recording, and that's when we demoed it. So it's like one of the most recent songs that we've kind of worked on, and just kind of it happened really quickly. And generally those ones are kind of the best. The things, just stuff that gets easy, easily bits go down easy. And actually, that being said, I think we wrote about 3 or 4 choruses for that song.
Yeah, that's true. We did move things around a bit, but it's still pretty fresh and it's still a lot of fun to play live. So,
Yeah.
And is it a taste of what we're going to be expecting from your next release?
Not exactly, I don't think. What do you think?
No. It's a bit more. It's pretty similar to like the last single, Friends. Like it's quite upbeat, but there's a bit more depth on some of the stuff on the rest of the record.
I guess that's what most bands do in their debut. You have the stuff that you're kind of used to, and then it's kind of a progression of the band as well. So there's a lot more. I think depth is probably a good word, I guess.
Yeah.
And it's not as all these upbeat kind of stuff. There's some
Thinkers.
some thinkers you can call them.
Yeah.
Is it going to be a full length the next release?
Yeah. I think 11 tracks, is it?
Yeah, 10 or 11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're still kind of So that's a little bit of a wait for that one. So we've still kind of in the process of recording some last minute things, and we've got to get it mixed and mastered. So probably looking about middle of next year. So, but there'll probably be some singles along the way. Well, there definitely will be.
So we'll see you back over here before too long.
Hopefully.
Say so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I reckon. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, maybe summer, but more than likely when we release the record.
Yeah.
So, yeah, looking forward to it.
So we talked very briefly about getting added to Triple J rotation, and is there a noticeable difference with your audience, like at the shows? Are there people that are coming out that may have not come out previously?
I think so. I think it started clicking over back in Perth first when we started getting first J play, and it was like you look out and you're like, I don't know everyone this time around, and that kind of happened. And then I remember last time was a bit of a shock for me because we came, I think it was in March we were here, and we had like a lot of like different people at shows and stuff, and
Yeah.
like to pull a crowd over East is kind of a bit of a, it's a little bit bizarre, but it's great. Like it's a really good feeling. It's good to know that people like appreciate what you're doing, I guess.
Yeah, we played in Canberra on Saturday and there were a few kids up the front, like
Yeah.
singing words to one of the older singles, which was
Yeah,
really
that
weird.
was
We've
weird.
never even been to Canberra before,
Yeah.
so that was really cool.
You know, you think of it as so isolated, and then they're there, like
yeah,
you know, really getting
obviously
into
heard
it.
it on the radio.
And it's not one that I remember they were singing our first single
Sleigh Bed.
release, Sleigh Bed,
Yeah.
and that's like a good couple of years older now. So
Yeah.
that type of stuff's a bit like, whoa, yeah,
Yeah.
it's good though. It's great, yeah.
I want to touch briefly on that idea of that sort of, you mentioned it with your debut album, how that sort of, it's that development of the band from a band working their shit out to a band that knows what they want to do moving forward. You know, what has that process been like for you guys as a band? Because as you mentioned, your first singles were quite a while back now,
Yeah.
you know, compared to now. You know, what is that journey for you? Is it you know, discovering what you want to do along the way, or has there been a much more focused kind of direction from the early days?
I think it's more of a focus now, because I think because Dylan writes the songs, and I think he's always kind of known what he's wanted to write. Like he's always had kind of like he wants to write like, you know, a great pop song kind of thing, and that's pretty much the way that it's going. But I think it's now the songwriting has become a lot more focused, and as a band as well, the way that things are demoed are definitely quite directed, and the product is almost there, and it's just how do we get there, how do we arrange these parts to put them where he directed his original piece to go, you know. So I guess that's has a lot to do with it.
Yeah, we've been with the same producer since the first EP as well. So
Yeah.
Andy Lawson, he worked on the first one and the second one, and he helped us record the album too. So we've got a really good relationship there. So I think
And
he's got
he's
he's screwed on, knows where we're heading.
he's totally with us on it as well. So he knows the direction, and he's like more than happy and really loves like taking it there and further, I guess, as well. Yeah. So I guess it's just kind of a refining and more focus. So that's kind of produced what it is today.
Fantastic. Now, when you get back home, you're going to be finishing the record. Is that kind of the plan for the rest of the year?
Yeah, we've
Got more shows.
Yeah, it's been a kind of slow over the last couple of months. We've been getting lots of shows, and now it's kind of built up to we've got quite a lot most weekends going on. But I know we've got a couple of dates booked in the studio to kind of finish recording it. Then it's a matter of mixing it, and so get home, and then we've got our first show, our launch.
Yeah, the homecoming show
Yeah.
at Amps in Perth is like the single
launch on the Saturday when we get back. So
Yeah.
5th, I think.
Yeah.
5th of October. So really looking forward to that, seeing everyone again and being able to play back in Perth.